What's going on, everybody? Good afternoon, happy weekend, happy Sunday to everybody, and welcome to the Imps'S podcast show with me, Cornell B, /DJ Cornell B. Back again with another podcast show. It's been a while since I've actually done an audio podcast show because honestly, you're always famous for seeing me on doing a recorded podcast show and just me, being a DJ, having fun, doing what I always do with Lincoln DJ Hub, and also just being that bubbly, positive, optimistic, determined Lincoln City football fan. Obviously that's the king of positivity and the king of optimism. Honestly, it's been a while, but honestly, I'm back doing an audio podcast, and I'm here to obviously just get things off my chest, talk Lincoln City, obviously talk about yesterday's 2-1 defeat, and then obviously talking about Lincoln City versus Oxford United going into this Tuesday coming, and then obviously the 3 games that we have coming. Before I get in the video, I want to say thank you very much to the 490 subscribers who are subscribed to my YouTube channel. Honestly, keep on leaving your likes and leaving your comments, and also leaving your reactions and your thoughts and your opinions about yesterday's game, and also leaving it in the comments box as well. Keep on. It'd be very appreciated to leave a subscribe on the button as well on my YouTube channel, and also get up. I would love to get up to 491. It would be very, very appreciated. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So yesterday, let's talk Lincoln City versus Wigan. Obviously, yesterday, us Lincoln City went into the Wigan game at home at the LNER Stadium, believing that us Lincoln City can go on and get all 3 points and still keep the pressure on Oxford and then other teams like Barnsley and others who are also fighting for the top 6 and to finish in the playoffs as well, despite that obviously Stevenage's hopes of finishing in the playoffs is obviously dead, obviously, and Blackpool are back in 7th place, obviously, and they're going to be looking to increase the pressure and try and get into the play and get into that top 6 as well. So there's quite a lot of expectations on the teams that are fighting for the top 6 and for the top 4 as well. And we saw shock results as well. We saw Oxford beat Peterborough United, but obviously us Lincoln City saw one change yesterday being made. We saw Teddy Bishop not playing yesterday because he has a hamstring injury. He's out for 7 to 10 days. So it's not as bad as it seems, which is a very positive thing because you never know. He could be back before Tuesday's game, or you never know. He might even play against Cheltenham. But I don't think, obviously, Skabala will probably change it. But honestly, look, we saw Mandroy step up yesterday. We saw Iran step up yesterday to their outstanding performances as well, too. Honestly, I got to be honest, it wasn't how it seemed. Obviously, Wigan came into the game despite that they are a financial, going through their financial problems team. With personal financial problems going into and reductive points, honestly. But they are in a very good position where they are, and they are a very good team, and they are a very good side. And, the last time we played them, we drew 2-2 against them and at the DW Stadium, and it was a very valuable point. But honestly, we lost. We've been on an undefeated streak of 16 games unbeaten. Thought we'd go 17 games unbeaten, but it had to, at some point, come to an end, and there would have been a team out there that would put that to the sword, and Wigan were the team that really put us down and put us out of our misery and say, listen, you might be undefeated, but you, Lincoln City, have to be beaten at some point. Carlisle thought they could do it. Reading almost did, but we got a valuable point against them. So, but honestly, we lost to Wigan yesterday, and it wasn't it. I was very, very gutted, and I'll be honest, I wasn't expecting it to happen. But I thought the first half, obviously, I got to be honest, was all Wigan from 5-10 minutes. They were the better side. They proved how good they are. They had shots on goal. They were terrorizing our defense. They kept getting forward at time and time again. And then obviously, going into the 10-15 minutes of the game, then they score, and then bang, it's 1-0. 1-0 to them. And I mean, the goal, honestly, I got to be honest, I think Jensen had no chance of saving it, to be honest, because you already know with Jensen how good Lucas Jensen has been this season. 18 clean sheets this season, and he's proven what a fantastic goalkeeper he is, and why he is the best keeper in the league, and he's destined for more. And I really want him to win the Golden Glove and really beat the likes of Will Norris, who's obviously leveled um, with Lucas Jensen in second with 18, and Lucas Jensen with 18 clean sheets this season. But I feel like us Lincoln City, um, honestly, when we went a goal down, I think honestly the response wasn't there a little bit. I think we started to lose our touch a bit. We started to have our heads down, and I was like, well, how are we gonna get an equalizing goal? And then they start to dominate. They started to create chances. They started to open us up. They started to make us really ask questions. They asked questions of Lucas Jensen. Lucas Jensen pulled off some decent crucial saves at the present time, and then honestly, the biggest controversial was our three goals being disallowed, because we should be winning at least three. We should have won at least 3-1. It should have been 2-1 to us, not 2-1 to them. But it should have been more than that. It should have been three. It should have been 3-1. And then honestly, the first goal, honestly, Joe Taylor mistimes his run. Hackett taps it into the goal, and it's 1-1. But then the referee, the assistant linesman, puts up his flag and puts it up to be offside. So I mean, honestly, I think that was really the turning point. But honestly, we showed our scoring ability, and just the stipulation was really just go out and risk it and go for it and go for the attack. And then obviously we go again. We start, making ourselves look like we need to get something out of this game, and we did. And then Mandroyu scores. Brilliant goal from the from halfway from Danny Mandroyu. That's how he hits them. Mandroyu does what he always does, and he stepped up. I thought he played very good game yesterday. I thought Ethan Aron played his part really well, and I thought Mitchell played his part as well too. But honestly, we just came short. And then 1-1, you're thinking, let's go in and get the winner. Let's go and score the winning goal. Let's go in and get and take all 3 points and really go into Oxford believing that we Lincoln City can really get a result, which I'm going to speak about in a minute. But honestly, half time couldn't come any sooner, and obviously we started to play that physical, aggressive football, attacking, positive energy football in the second half, and we started to pepper up Wigan's defense and make their defense work harder than they've never been worked before. I mean, they had a very good decent spells in the second half as well. They started to threaten as well, like they were in the first half. But we was getting at them. We were coming back and saying, listen, we need to get in their faces a bit more. We need to play that physical football. We need to play that aggressive football. And so said, done. It happened, and we started to believe that we can go and get a winner and go and attack the game and take the game to Wigan, and we did that in style. But honestly, listen, I mean, brilliant to see Draper come on. Joe Taylor, I wasn't too sure why Taylor came off, and I think taking off your best player is never a big thing, and I think Skubala will obviously know and understand that, and learn from that and say, listen, there's no point taking your best players off, because your best players can create something. And as soon as Joe Taylor came on, brilliant to see Drapes come on, brilliant to see McCartman come on, Duffy, Borobers, I thought he made an impact on the game in the second half when he came back on, because he has been out with an injury, and it's always been Barbers playing on the left, and now Rowan's playing on the left now, so as in the free. But honestly, I feel like us Lincoln City, we came short, and I think the mistake Rowan did, obviously, I think he could have hoofed it out. I mean, obviously, we cannot be slapping up young players and saying why they didn't do this, why they didn't do that, because they're not robots, they're human beings, and the only way they're going to get better is learning from their mistake. And I know Sean Rowan will learn from his mistake. I mean, maybe he could have hoofed it upfield instead of heading it out, and then it came to Hughes, and then bang, Hughes scores, and then it's 2-1 to them, and then the winning favour is swinging in their momentum, and they're going crazy. Their fans are going crazy. But listen, I think one thing we can take away from that, yeah, we wasn't at our best, and I'll be honest, we weren't at our best, and we didn't play our best game, and when we went 2-1 down, and you're thinking, oh, the streak's over, the streak it's over now. I'm just proud of how far we have come as a club, and how far we've come to be 16 games unbeaten this season, from being 9 games unbeaten through Skubala, and now to be 16 games unbeaten, and to see it come to an end, which is not very nice, and it's upsetting, but it is what it is, and we have to rise above it. And honestly, the players can walk with their heads held high, and really believe that we're going to go into Oxford United, and we're going to win, and we're going to get the 3 points out of it. Coming on to that game now, obviously that was Lincoln City versus Wigan. Obviously losing that game, honestly. I feel for Ben House, obviously. In the interview, I don't blame Ben House why he felt upset. I don't blame Ben House why he is feeling determined that we can go into Tuesday and really doing what we can to get that win, because we have to win simply on Tuesday night. This is a miracle that we're talking about here. This is Oxford United that hammered Peterborough United 5-0 after their voodoo of success in the Bristol Street Motors Trophy. We expected Peterborough United to go in that game and say, "Listen, we'll do you a favor, Lincoln City, and you go and close. You do what you do on the pitch." But honestly, they got absolutely hammered, and it didn't go in our favor. But honestly, Oxford United is a massive versus us Lincoln City is a massive game going into that game, because us Lincoln City have to go in there believing. We have to go in there with determination. We have to go in there with fighting spirit. We have to go in there believing that we need to get a result, because it's a must win. It is a must win, and this is a message to the Lincoln City first team players. Us Lincoln City have to win on Tuesday. We have to win on Tuesday. We have to beat Oxford United on Tuesday, because if we don't beat them mathematically, we are ruled out of the playoffs. And I'm one to refuse. And I see comments coming in and flooding in and saying, "Oh, the playoffs over, pain, all kind of pessimism." No, it's not over. It's not over until it's over. I refuse to back down and say that it is over. It is not over until it's over. Us Lincoln City are gonna go into that game on Tuesday, and we're gonna go in there as a determined, fired up, believing Lincoln City football team. I want to see the players giving everything that they have. I want to see the players giving their role on the pitch. I want to see Lincoln City fighting for that top six, proving to ones that's not optimistic that we are still in the hunt. We're still going to be in the fight for the top six. I want to see the players respond to that 2-1 defeat that we suffered yesterday against Wigan. I want them to go into Oxford United believing that we're gonna get a result out of it. That we believe in that us Lincoln City will beat Oxford United, and we will. And I'm saying it with passion. I'm saying it with optimism, and I'm saying it with full positivity. We are going to beat you on Tuesday night. We are going to come not gentlemanly. We're going to bring the physical football attacking momentum. We're going to bring the optimist. We're going to bring the positivity. We're going to bring, you're going to see a proper determined Lincoln City football team on Tuesday night, taking the game to Oxford United, putting bodies on the line, putting everything on the line, putting the top six, our shot at the top six online. Us Lincoln City will not back down on Tuesday night. We will fight to the very end, and I'm telling you right now, it is not over until it's over, because Joe Taylor, obviously, big up Joe Taylor. I feel for Joe Taylor, because Joe Taylor was so certain to score on Saturday, and I'm believing that he will score on Tuesday. Ben House, obviously, I want Ben House to take up all that fight, take up all that optimism. I want him to take that determination and really bring his determination of positive attacking energy football into Tuesday. I want him to really take it to them, defend, put bodies on the line, put everything on the line as a team and as one on Tuesday, because we will not back down. We know, the players know what the simple task is at hand, is that we Lincoln City don't give up on Tuesday night. And I'm believing it, and I'm saying it because I'm positive for this team. I'm optimist for this team, because I want Lincoln City to win on Tuesday. Oxford United, you don't know what you've put yourselves into. I mean, obviously, yeah, you find your form. You've done well. Obviously, fair play to you. You got back to your winning ways. But Tuesday, you don't know what you're dealing with. You're dealing with us Lincoln City Football Club. You may have put Peterborough away. You may have put Fleetwood away. You may have put Burton Albion away. But you won't put us away. And whatever happens from now till then, I'm still going to be proud of Lincoln City Football Club, and we will come back stronger than ever. Whatever happens from now till Tuesday, but I refuse to back down. That this is over. Our push for the playoffs and our push for the top six is over. It's not over until it's over. And we're going to go into this game, and we're going to go in there believing. We're going to go in there as a believing, fighting, spirited team that you have not seen before. You're going to see Ben House. You're going to see Tyler. You're going to see Taylor, you're going to see Hackett. The whole team is going to come believing and determined as ever. Lucas Jensen working hard for his 90th clean sheet. You're going to see Sorensen bombing down, being positive going forward on the counter attack. You're going to see Mitchell and O'Connor and Rowan putting everything on the line in defence. You're going to see Ethan Aron still stepping it up. You're going to see Mandroy stepping it up, Moylan stepping it up, Hackett stepping it up, Taylor stepping it up, House stepping it up, and taking all that motivation, all that determination, and bringing it into Oxford United. And you're gonna see that. And whatever the odds are in that game, we're not gonna stop at nothing until we have won. And if I was to go for a result on the same Tuesday, I would say 2-1, to be honest, because honestly, I don't want us to be going in there underestimating Oxford and then we get completely demolished, which it is not going to happen. But us, Lincoln City, we have to approach it. We have to be. I want to see Lincoln City being that physical, aggressive team, attacking, bringing that aggressive, attacking physical play going into Oxford United on Tuesday night. I want to see a response from the players. I want to see Lincoln City responding from yesterday's defeat. I want to see Lincoln City being determined. I want to see them working as a team. I want to see them fighting for the badge. I want to see them fighting for the top six and fighting for to really cut the gap down to at least 2 points. Because the stipulation is simple. If we don't win, we're out of it. We are out of the playoffs. Then we'll start looking forward to, next season. But next season is next season. We are still in this season with 3 games to go. We might be 5 points off the playoffs, but this is not over until it's over. We are going to fight for that top six. We're going to fight to challenge, to keep on challenging. It don't matter what the odds are. We, Lincoln City, are going to fight to the very end, and we will not stop until it is done. It is not done yet, and we will fight. And I'm telling you right now, us Lincoln City will not back down going into Tuesday. And I want the players to really work hard. I want the players to work hard in training. I want them to rise above it. I want them to really, really work hard on Tuesday night going into that game, because this is a now or nothing game. And miracles will happen, and a miracle will happen on Tuesday. And a miracle will await come Tuesday night against Oxford United, because they don't know what they're dealing with. They're dealing with underdog side. They may have put in Burton away. They may have put in, other underdog teams away. But us, even though, yes, we played them and we lost to them at the NDR Stadium on Halloween through the Halloween mist. But listen, I'm telling you now, us Lincoln City will not give up. Will not quit. Will not quit on Tuesday night. We will fight to the very end. And I'm telling you now, this is not over until it's over. I'm telling you now. But us Lincoln City, we're going to go into Oxford United believing this is not over until it's over, because football is a different kind of game. We can all say that it's over, and then the next thing, a miracle happens, and a miracle will happen for Lincoln City on Tuesday night, and we will go again. And I want to see Lincoln City coming with a never say die. I want them to really come out with that never say never determination on Tuesday, and I want them to believe that they can get a result, that we Lincoln City will get a result out of the Oxford game, and believe that we Lincoln City can go all the way, because we will go all the way, and we ain't giving up easily. And I know the players went into that change room yesterday, upset, feeling bad. But you know what? Listen, we ain't giving up. This is good. This is our chance for a shot at redemption, and redemption will repeat itself. The miracle will repeat itself on Tuesday night against Oxford, and we will fight. And I want to see that fighting spirit from the Lincoln City first team players. I want to see them fighting for that top six. I want to see them going for it, just like we did just like we did in the previous games. I want to see Lincoln City doing that. I want to see Joe Taylor believing in himself. I want to see Joe Taylor using his pace and his power. I want to see him creating chances, opening opportunities, and really giving his all, and really scoring more goals than he has done this season, with 9 goals this season. And I'm telling you already, I want to see the whole team coming together, dusting themselves down, going back into training tomorrow, believing that that us Lincoln City will get a result against Oxford United, keep our top six hopes alive, and when we do, us Lincoln City are going to go to Cheltenham on Saturday, believing that we can still that we're going to get a result out of that. But right now, the focus is on Tuesday. The stipulation is simple, and this is the message to the Lincoln City players. Must win tomorrow. Must win on Tuesday. Honestly, must win on Tuesday against Oxford because we are going to fight for what's ours on Tuesday. Sorry for the error being made. I needed to get this off my chest. Thank you so much for listening to the Imps'S podcast show with me, Cornell B, /DJ Cornell B. Tuesday night against Oxford United is now or nothing. Lincoln City, the first team players from Taylor, House, Hackett, Sorensen, Mandroyu, Ethan Aron, Moylan, Sorensen, Mitchell, O'Connor, Jensen, don't give up on Tuesday. Come as that determined, fighting spirited, not backing down, never say die mentality on Tuesday. Thank you very much for listening to the Imps'S podcast show. I'll see you guys soon. Up the Imps.